Hello and welcome to Super Rugby Round 12 predictions brought to you by DrivingMaul. Hi, I'm Paul, the guy behind DrivingMaul, your best place for predictions and a rugby opinion. So, we kick off the weekend with the Chiefs hosting the Jaguares. Jaguares coming off the back of their first ever win in New Zealand and their first ever win over a New Zealand side by beating the Blues last weekend in a wet Eden Park. This weekend they have to travel down to Rotorua because the Chiefs are taking this game on the road away from Hamilton, and they are in a rich vein of form. Yes, they've had lots of injuries, but they've won 6 out of their games, only lost 2, and whilst the Jaguares are second in the South Africa Conference, they've only got a 50-50, so they've won 5, lost 5 so far. And you've got to say the Chiefs are favourite in this one, and you've got to back them by 7. Even though the Jaguares are on a 3-game winning streak on their tour, they're going to come a cropper here, I think. Next, we head over to Australia, where the Rebels host the Crusaders. Now, the Rebels are coming back off a 4-game losing streak. People say the Rebels have not beaten a decent team yet this season, and they're going to be facing a decent team. So even though they sit second in the Australia Conference, they've got a tough ask this time. Crusaders, off the back of a 5-game winning streak, you've got to say this is their game for the taking, and I'm going to back the Crusaders to win this one by 15. They are top overall, they've got most points in the competition at this point in time. Then we head over into Saturday, and the opening game of Saturday is the Waratahs hosting the Blues. Now, the Waratahs did come a cropper a couple of weekends ago against the Lions, but actually their main thing at the moment is off-field issues. Obviously, we've had the Falau stuff going on, but now Phipps has gone and got himself caught on his stag do, being silly in a bar and got thrown out. No charges were pressed, but yeah, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. And the Tars just don't need these distractions at this time. Sure, they are top of the Australian Conference, but they're not clear at the top. The Rebels are close behind them, and then the Reds are doing okay as well. So you've got to say, will this be the opportunity to end the Australia-New Zealand streak? Well, against the Blues, only 2 wins all season. You've got to say they've got a good chance. But those off-field issues aren't cool, and the Australian teams just have a mental block against the New Zealand teams. So I'm going to back the Blues to win this one by 3. They really do need to bounce back after that loss to the Jaguares, and they do need some points on the board. Sure, they're never going to make the finals, let's be honest. They are the second bottom team in the competition, but they need to maintain that New Zealand pride. Then we come back to New Zealand for the Hurricanes versus the Lions. Now, which Lions is going to turn up? The side that beat the Tars nicely, or the side that was totally capitulated against the Reds? Who knows? I mean, these are one of the victims of the Blues, and that was away. So you've got, I mean, who's going to? You've got no idea. But they're up against Hurricanes. Haven't lost since the opening game of the season, so you've got to say this is a Canes game. Canes win all day long, backing the Hurricanes by 10. Sure, it is a repeat of the final from 2 seasons ago, but this isn't the Lions team from 2 seasons ago. They're much more erratic. They could turn up and have a good game, or they could just fold and get beaten by lots. But so I'm backing the Hurricanes by 10. Then we head over to South Africa for the Stormers versus the Bulls. I think it's probably the most intriguing game of the round. The Stormers have yet to lose at home. Sure, they've only won only won 4 of their 10 games, but they've won all their home games and they've lost all their away games. They lost to the Bulls 33-23 earlier this season, so the Bulls have got that advantage. But the Bulls got the exact same record, 4 wins for this game, for the season so far, and they're only split on bonus points, basically. I'm going to back the home side here by 3, but I say this is going to be a close one and could go either way. Then we have the Sharks hosting the Highlanders. The Sharks, perhaps one of the most disappointing teams this season, only had 3 wins to their names, but they picked up lots of bonus points and hence they're on the same number of points as the Stormers on 18. But the Highlanders have obviously going pretty well. Not that many injuries, sat in 3rd in the New Zealand Conference, I think they should win this one. I'm only going Highlanders by 3 because I'm not sure which players are going to have available. There was some talk of some of the All Blacks having to head back to New Zealand, but it sounds like Nholo's back from injury. Sopwang is going to be available, so I'm going to back them to win this one by 3, but it could be any score, depends on the side that comes out. So those are my predictions. Let me know your thoughts down below. Always up for a good old rugby chat. And also, please hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to build the audience at the moment, so it'd be very much appreciated. Hit the like, adding comments, all that stuff is always also much appreciated. And so, yeah, red box down there, on my face there to subscribe and enjoy whatever rugby you are watching.